Hello guys, welcome you to Party Updates. We go on with our journey to investing in Africa. So just like we put out there in our first video, this is purely experimental, and the question we are trying to answer is whether you really have to, relocate to Africa before you can successfully do business or be successful in, doing business in Africa. That is the question we are really, seeking to answer. Okay, so first of all, we don't believe that you have to travel. You have to be present even in Africa. We think if you live abroad and you are interested, it's just a matter of interest. If you just want to do business, then we believe you can still go ahead and get things started. That is what we believe. So that is what this whole experiment is about. So just like we put out there in the first video, there are a whole lot of there are a couple of business models we want to try. We want to just experiment on, and of course, most of the things that we are looking at doing is something that needs land. Okay, so this video is just about how we went about getting our first, 10-acre piece of land. All right, so that if someone is out there, if someone lives abroad and also wants to do something of this sort, um, well, you can learn from this video and to know how to go about it. Okay, so there are diverse ways in attempting to buy or to purchase a land. Okay, but what I still prefer is what I call the traditional approach, the traditional method of buying land. Okay, so I know you could see advertisement, like a lot of advertisements online. People are advertising the sale of their lands or whatever it is. Like you can find a lot of, there are so many platforms that deal with that, but I'm still interested in the traditional way. And which one is the traditional way? Okay, so if you come from Africa, you know that uh, someone, there is always someone who knows someone who has the exact thing that you need. I don't know if you get what I mean. Okay, if you want a car to buy, there is always someone who knows someone who is selling his car. Okay, if you want a house to buy, it's the same thing. Okay, so this is what I call the traditional approach. So when we wanted to purchase our first piece of land, um, I just had to put the information out there. Just made a few contacts, called a few people that, hey, this is what I want you to do. I just need a piece of land. Do you get it? So you just put the information out there, let people know what you want, and trust me, someone who get you the exact thing you need. So that is what I did, and I was still living in the UK. Do you get it? So I just got a friend, and I was like, I just need a piece of land for this, and I was like, okay, don't worry, I'll get back to you. The next day, he contacted me with someone who also knows another person who is actually selling his land. Do you get it? So that is how it all started. So you put information out there. You can also do your research online. Contact a few agencies if the need be. All right. So you put the information out there, and you let them know the purpose for which you want the land. Okay, this is very important because people have land for various purposes. Do you get it? For construction, that is for building, putting up a structure, you know, and land for farming. Do you get it? It looks like every land that is capable or that could be used for farming could also be used for, construction, like a construction work to put up a structure. But it is not every land that could be used for farming. So your purpose has to be, clearly stated that this is what you need the land for. You want to use it for farming. You want to use it, to build a structure or whatever it is, so that they get you the right type of land from the beginning. Okay, and this is very important. I think when you go through all these processes, you talk to people, you actually, get someone who is selling their property. It is very important. I believe it's very important that if you could, you go there to see exactly what you want to invest in. Okay, because you can't just, put your hand in your pocket and take out cash and pay, make payment for a product that you can't actually, see or feel or know exactly how it looks like or what you are paying for. Do you get it? So if it is important, if you can't go, of course, you don't live in Africa and you are not going to be doing the business yourself, meaning you have trusted people who could do that on your behalf. Let them get involved if you can't go there yourself. But in my case, you know what? I was like, hey guys, I'm spending a whole lot of money trying to purchase a piece of land. Okay, so if I could go to Ghana just to know what I'm buying, there's nothing wrong with it. Why can't I do that? So I traveled all the way from the UK to Ghana to see what I'm buying, and uh, well, the truth is, the first land that we went wasn't something I was happy about. I didn't like it. Okay, I wasn't happy. I just didn't like how it looked and even the location where it was situated and all that. So we had to do a few more visits, to a couple of other farmlands, and I finally settled on one that I thought, what, everything was right about it, because it was closer to the big city, a bigger city. It was much more closer to the capital. They already had electricity, access to water wasn't a problem. The road network wasn't bad, of course. It wasn't all that perfect, but it was good. Okay, so I saw all these features, and I was like, ah, this is good. This will do for me, and I was happy to move to the next stage of acquiring the land. And when you get the piece of land that you think you like, okay, the next step is also very important: conducting the search. Okay, I have a whole video about how to properly and legally purchase land, which I'll put on here sometime. Okay, I'm still working on that video, like what the law expects you to do, the legal way of going about the transaction, the purchase of a land. I'll put it here. So I'm just going to briefly state what this means: conducting the search. Okay, so conducting the search, this is simply you I mean doing a background check on the land. Okay, so in my case, I just had to go to the district land commission where the land was situated. So you conduct a search. If you can't do that yourself, you let people do it. Okay, you can hire a private surveyor, someone who is going to earmark or check the land to know the exact acres that you are buying, so that you are paying for the right amount or quantity or size of the land. Do you get it? So this surveyor can adequately conduct um, a thorough search for you. Okay, so the search is to make you know that the land actually belongs to whoever is purporting to be the owner. Whoever wants to sell you that land is actually the owner. Okay, and that the land hadn't been bought or transferred to another person. All right, so if you go to the land registry, they tell you the land belongs to this guy, belongs to this family, belongs to this chief, it belongs to this community. Okay, and it has been in their name for, let's say, the past 15 years, 50 years, or whatever number of years it is. Do you get it? So it gives you the confidence to actually know that, oh, you are doing the right thing, and you are buying um, from someone who actually has the right to sell to you. You understand? So conducting the search is what you do after you go find the land and you know that, yeah, this is a land you like. All right. So yeah, we did that, and I was in Ghana, so it was quite easy for me to go, because I needed to come back. Everything was in a rush, though I couldn't finish the search itself, but I had started it, and my team took over what was left when I left Ghana. Do you get it? So if the land is properly searched and you are confident or comfortable to know that the person who is selling it to you is the actual owner, this is the time where you talk about pricing. Okay, of course they will let you know how much they want to sell the land right from the beginning, but of course that is just an amount they want to sell the land. Okay, and usually whatever amount they mention is still open to a bargain. All right, so this is where you do the pricing and the bargain. Of course, you try to get value for your money, and you do the bargain. And if you guys all agree on the purchase or the price or how much you are willing to pay, you just do transfer. Okay, so this is where you pay for the land. Do you get it? But at this point, what I did was I didn't pay upfront. I didn't pay the money outrightly. After we agreed on the amount that I was willing to pay and that which they were willing to accept, what I did was I requested, it was kind of a plea, that we finish the land registration, the title registration and everything. So I wanted the land to be securely registered in my name or in my company, okay, before we could make payment. I know some people would not agree to that, okay. Others too could say, you know what, then why don't you make part payment? Do you get it? You pay half of the money, and when the land title registration and everything is done, you bring the rest. Others too would understand for everything to be done before you pay them the money. Yeah, so in my case, I think I was quite fortunate that they agreed for everything to be done. So the land was securely registered. Do you get it? And at that time, I had even, left Ghana. I was in the UK. But when everything was done, I was able to securely, make the transfer. Do you get it? So it wasn't that much of an easy journey trying to get our first piece of land. But I'm not going to say it was something that was too, hectic to do. No, it's just like you go into the market and you have cash in your pocket. You just want to buy some ice cream, buy some biscuits somewhere, and that is how it is. Just that you have to be vigilant, because especially in Africa, you get so many people trying to sell things that they don't own to you. They don't have the right to sell. They don't own the thing, so they sell the land to you, and you end up having so many after sale issues. Issues with people who are the rightful owners of the property that you just paid for. So you just have to be vigilant and get value for your money. Well, that is if you are interested in, having anything to do with, land purchase in Africa. Okay. So as I said, I'm gonna upload a well-detailed video about how to securely or safely buy land in Africa. And I don't want to believe this is only related to Ghana. I think it cuts across other countries as well. So thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.